Hi, how are you? I hope you're doing great tonight. Welcome to the party. Let's see if I can get it together here. So, I don't know if y'all have seen this yet, but this is the banner. It's like a bendable banner. So it's got like metal here. So you can like bend this, shape it to whatever shape you want. I saw another designer do this project the other night and I thought, oh my gosh, what a great idea. We have to do that. So here we are doing it. Okay, let me find my video. Oh goodness. It wants me to sign in. It doesn't know who I am. Facebook. All right, here we go. I'm almost there. All right, so these are the Santa Train, Santa's Train and Santa's Train add-ons. Hi Laura, welcome. I thought I copied this, but maybe I didn't. It's been a day. Hi Kathy. Hey Tammy, welcome ladies. So I have been in Indianapolis for the last 3 days. I got back this morning. I got up at 4 o'clock this morning, got on a plane at 7 o'clock, got back to my house about 10. I'm going to just cut around all of these little cut lines, okay? Both of these transfers have cut lines around them. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm not cutting the backer sheet. I'm just cutting the transfer only. And I want to put this all together and space it out first, because I am notorious for thinking I have enough room when I don't actually have enough room. So we're going to make sure that we have room on this banner for this whole thing. And if we don't, then we can decide what we're going to do then, okay? If we have to leave something off, then we will do that. But anywho, yeah, I've been in Indianapolis for work. Hey, Steph, how are you? And keyword is Santa, by the way, tonight. To get the stuff that I'm using. And everything's 25% off on the website right now. So whatever you grab, make sure that you do that. And if you're a Perks member or a designer, you do get 25% off of your normal, additional off of your discount price. So that's awesome. If you haven't yet signed up to be my Perks member, I would love for you to go ahead and do that so that you can save that money. And did I not set up my keyword? Hold on, I thought I did. Santa. Oh, there it goes. Okay, it just took a second to react. All right, we're going to cut this one too. Let's go ahead and cut all the way down the center. So I'm just peeling this up off the backer to get my scissors underneath it if I can. My goodness. I don't know what's going on. So yeah, I was in Indianapolis. That's why I haven't been here this week. It's been a long day. A long week, really. I left here at like noon on earlier than that. My flight left at noon on Tuesday. And then Wednesday morning, got up super early to be at the site early. And then worked there all day. And then went back to the hotel last night. Went to bed early again. Got up at 4 a.m. Got on a plane this morning. And then now I'm home. So it's been a day. Hi, Tina. Okay, so we're going to start. This is the Santa's Train. Okay. It has all the pieces that you have to have for a train. And then there are some extra ones. I'm going to move my mouse because I'm going to knock it off. So we're going to start with, well, I didn't cut all the pieces first of all. So we got to do that first. Now, I'm going to do this super simple. Okay. My decorations for the holidays are not super colorful, which I know is disappointing for some because a lot of people do a lot of colors, green and red and all that stuff. I'm just not that into it. But I do like a simple, really like kind of fancy looking, I guess, Christmas look. So we're going to go with, I'm going to just use black paste. And I think that's going to look pretty cool, actually. Hopefully I can get my thing straight. Goodness, I'm scared now. then my thing's going to be all wonky, and then it's going to look like my train is driving on, I don't know what, but I'm thinking about using the stitch lines at the bottom to be my tracks, because if I don't, this thing's going to be all over the place. So let's do that, okay? We're going to go along the bottom. Make sure that you use the right side, okay? There's a wrong side and a right side. So make sure you do that. I also, hi Mom, hi Marie, how are you ladies? I also did take an iron to this. I used my heat press really quickly before I started, because it comes folded in thirds or fourths. And so it did have a crease in it, and I didn't want to have it all creased up. So I just quickly hit it with an iron. Be careful not, I went a little wild right here where the metal, it's kind of bent really good right there. I probably should have flattened it out a little bit more before I ironed it, but I didn't. So thank you for the stars, Laura. I appreciate you. It's fine. Everything will be fine. Okay? Even though I have a little dirty spot right there from my iron. Now, the front of our train is here, so we're going to hold on to that. We're going to continue on with the add-on, okay? And we're going to keep building this train. Hopefully I'm not doing these too close together now, because I measured it. I sort of measured it out, okay, before I started, and it looked like I was probably going to not be able to use every piece. I thought I was going to probably have to not use one piece, so hopefully I'm not going to have a ton of space left. Then I'm going to have to space them out a little bit more. But we're going to find out together, okay? I'll show you if it's possible. Hey, Lisa, how are you? Welcome. Darn it. I didn't cut this one either. All right. We're getting there, okay? It's been a long day. And then I got home earlier and I still had to work, which is the pits. When you've been traveling all day, it's like ready to come home and have a nap. Nope. I did get a good nap on the plane though, and both flights this time, I didn't have anyone sitting in the middle seat, so that was nice to be able to spread out a little bit. I don't know if any of you fly a lot, but it is pretty terrible whenever you're in economy and all 3 seats are full. Especially for me, because I'm like wider. I have wide shoulders and I take up space. And if it's not an itty bitty person in the center seat, I am uncomfortable. Okay, here we go. So I think I can probably space this out just a little bit. So this whole thing can fit on here, by the way. Okay, so that's awesome. Let's just move this around just a little bit. So we're going to come back and pick up each piece and move it over a little bit. Just like that. Okay, we're going to have to move slowly through this. Now the great thing about this is I'm going to use one color, so it'll make it easy, but you do you. If you like red and green and all the pretty stuff, go for it. We have so many colors. Hi Suzanne, how are you, love? Welcome. Please do that, okay? But for me, I like a plain Christmas. My tree is like champagne colored baubles on it, and I'm cool with that. Okay, I think I'm spaced okay. I hope. I've got about that thickness throughout. This one might be a little bit further apart, but that's okay. It'll be all right. Now, I'm trying to get my keyboard to move over, but that's not really working. And then I'll move my glass mat down some too, so that I can actually have a hard place to chalk on. Okay, so I'm going to use Shimmer Shadow Okay? By the way, I'm still wearing these same nails. I don't know if I showed y'all these, but I'm ready to change them. I'll probably change them out tomorrow. I'm excited. I don't know what I'm going to change them with. There's so many great ones that it's hard to choose. But I'm going to do it. And by the way, I don't know if I even told y'all, but I had an event last weekend. I know that I had told you that I had one coming up. It was quite the success. It was at a school. And I got to meet a lot of really fun young ladies and their moms and a dad. I did meet a dad too, who was super cute. Oh my gosh, y'all. So I'm selling nails, right? And I'm sitting at my little booth just minding my own business. And I see this little girl dragging her dad. And he's like, obviously he's bigger than she is, right? And so he's like, no, you're not getting nails. It's not happening. Leave it alone. And she is not trying to hear no, which I get it. Okay. So anyways, later on, she's not with him. He comes back to the booth, y'all, and he picks out a set of nails for her. And I about cried. It was so precious. He was just the cutest guy ever. And he doesn't do Facebook, so he couldn't join my group. But I sent him a text with like all the instructions and all that stuff. And then later, I guess maybe yesterday, he sent me a picture that she had put all the nails on. And y'all, I'm so proud. That just was the sweetest thing ever to me. That he came over and picked out a set for her. It was so cute. But yeah, successful event. I met a lot of great ladies. And had a really, really good time. I have another one lined up, not this weekend, but next weekend. I think it's next weekend, the 26th. I'm doing great. Thank you so much for asking. Oops. If I don't knock this paste off of this desk, I'll be doing really good. But yeah, super cute, y'all. I had so much fun. Me and my mom went and sat, and she's the best because my mom is trying to sell, okay? And she's so cute. Like, so we also had on Monday, I had a funeral. One of my best friends, her mom passed away, sadly and tragically. And so we had the funeral, and we get to the church. My mom sees that they're doing a fall festival, and she's asking if they still need vendors because she wants me to set up a booth at the church. Just laughing to myself. Like, my mom is always looking out for me. She is always like my number one cheerleader. Okay, I'm going to pull this one up so that I can not have it dry. That looks so good. I am loving the shimmer shadow on here. This is great. I think this was a good choice, especially on the brown background. Hi, Wanda. How are you? So anyway, yeah, I have a couple more events scheduled. A couple more I'm looking at too. So really excited about that to get me through the holiday season. I really love the booth setup that I did. If you're not in my VIP group for my nails, you should come join. It's a lot of fun. We play games and there's stuff happening all the time. So anyway, yeah. And also, I don't know if y'all heard, but Chalk donated. We raised like a lot of money, okay, for hurricane relief. It was like, I think it ended up being close to $7,000 or $8,000 just from customers and designer orders. Isn't that awesome? So really proud of that. To be helping y'all. The destruction from these hurricanes is just crazy to me. I have some friends in Florida that are just now getting power and internet back, which is super sad. I had another friend that was posting the other day that she was gonna go wait in line for gas, and I know about that. Okay, and we have hurricanes here all the time too. It is, if you comment the keyword, actually, comment Santa, you'll see it at the bottom of the message. But I can send you the link too if you need it. But it's at that bottom of the message. So just comment Santa and then scroll down to the bottom of the message that you received and you'll see it there. Anywho, we're used to hurricanes around here too, right? And the destruction lately, the last year or so, has just been off the charts. We didn't have internet for a full week or power. We did have a generator, thank God, this last time, but we've lost power multiple times this year. Hi, Shirley. Hey, Rebecca, welcome. Yes, ma'am, Rebecca. I will give that to you. If you comment Santa, you can get the link to go into my nail group. It'll be at the bottom, okay? And if you still need it after that, I can send it to you. No problemo. Alright. Plus, they have a sale running tomorrow for 15% off. And we also have some new nails. So, I don't know if I ever told y'all this or not, but we have specialty nails just for little girls, which I love that because, like, as the little girl inside of me, would have really loved that, okay? For my mom to get her nails done and me to have either a matching set or a different set, I wouldn't have probably cared either way. But I wanted my nails done. I remember whenever I was a kid, my grandma, I used to go to her, spend the night at her house, like for the whole summer. I would go stay with my grandparents just because I just wanted to. My grandma would take me everywhere. We would go garage sailing. Anybody else do that with your grandma? We would spend like all day Saturday garage sailing, and then we would go to the nail salon. And I vividly remember being little. I was probably, I don't know how old I was, but I was very presumptuous, okay? As you can probably imagine, just knowing my personality, I'm pretty presumptuous as an adult. So child me was really on some BS, okay? But I went to the salon with my grandmother, and she's getting her nails done. She used to get acrylics. And I'm like, I want to get my nails done too, Grandma. And she was like, okay, we can have your nails painted. And I'm like, no, that's not what I want. I want acrylic nails. And she's like, no, I'm not getting acrylic nails for you. And I'm like, but that's what I want. So I got acrylic nails. You know, I was terrible. And I tell you, I was super presumptuous on the things that I would demand from people. My gosh. I think back to things and I'm like, wow, who are you? But how do you think I became bossy as I am today? It wasn't just by letting people tell me no, that's for sure. Anywho, so we have fit this entire train. This is the Santa's train and the Santa train add-on onto this banner. This is 47 inches long. It would be the perfect runner for a table. For like a big long centerpiece with Christmas floral all around it. Let me see if I can show y'all. So literally just shimmer shadow, okay, on this. Oh gosh. Let me see. Which way is the front? Here's the front. Isn't that super cute? It's so detailed. You could add more too. There's like little wreaths, there's bows, there's little sayings. Look how cute that is. I love this. And this thing is bendy, okay? It's like you can shape it to different shapes, okay? But I was thinking to put it like, I have a buffet now in my hallway that I'm probably going to do some like Christmas floral on probably soon because I'm ready to put up my Christmas tree like today, right now. So if you comment Santa Deborah, you will get the link to get everything. This banner comes from my shop. It's one of our new surfaces that just came out. But I think it's so cute. Look at it. There's also a shorter one too. That's like not even probably a quarter of this size. But look how cute this is. I'm loving that. Just with the black is so great. You could even, ooh, and I just used paste. I did not use ink. We're not going to heat set this. It's not going to be washed. It won't wash off. But I think this is great. You could come back and watercolor it if you wanted to. There's so many possibilities. Oh, did you, Laura? I hope you love it. I love this glass mat so much. It is on my Amazon list if anyone else is looking for it. It's one of my favorite craft room purchases. Besides my desk. The desk I got from Home Depot, and I love that too. Anywho, that's all I was going to do on this, okay? But you could take this banner and you could add all kinds of things to it. Maybe that's what we'll do over the next week is see what embellishments we can add to it. Okay, I'll try to come up with some things. I love you all so much, so much. And I hope you'll join me tomorrow. It'll be Friday. Thank God. I cannot possibly wait any longer for Friday to be here. So I hope you all have a wonderful night, and I will see you soon. Good night.